Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss about role of sunlight in photosynthesis. Photosynthesis means what? Already you know, photo means light, synthesis means to build. So during the photosynthesis, what are the main role? What is the main role of sunlight? So this sessions we will discuss about role of sunlight in photosynthesis. See, the entire process means the photosynthesis process that takes place inside the chloroplast. Which place they are taking in photosynthesis means, anyone asking me, just you are right, inside of chloroplast. Because of this photosynthesis taking inside of the chloroplast only. Where present the chloroplast? The chloroplast present in green plants. So the which plants that appear in the green color, the responsibility of the pigment that present in chlorophyll, the group of the pigment is called chloroplast. So that chloroplast inside only the present in photosynthesis process. And then the structure chloroplast. The structure of the chloroplast already you know, before the videos I explained. The chloroplast they are having in oval shape. The chloroplast inside they are having in consist of part. What are the consisting parts? They are present in circular DNA and lipids, drop of lipids, and then outer membrane, inner membrane, thylakoid, and then grana. Like that I explained in everyone. Okay. Now where it take place inside the chloroplast. You know that photosynthesis take place inside of the chloroplast. At the same time, chloroplast inside which part? They are having so many consisting parts. Which part that take place in photosynthesis? And then see the light dependent, the chloroplast. This is the process that takes place in chloroplast. Chloroplast inside. Why here in mentioning means because of that inside of the chloroplast the present in chlorophyll pigment. That pigment is the responsibility this process. Okay, so this chloroplast there in dependent light. Because of we have mentioned the role of the sunlight. So the sunlight depend, that means the light dependent reaction, that is light reaction. Light dependent reactions, that is called the light reaction, and light independent reactions, that is dark reaction. So the two reactions that take place in chloroplast, what are the light reaction and dark reaction. This is so the two type of reactions that are present in chloroplast, which are that they are light reaction and then dark reactions. Now I will explain about one by one. First one, light reaction. Light reaction means what? Here itself they are having answer. Because of they mentioned the light. So during this reaction they utilize the light. With the help of the sunlight they are involved the reaction means that is called a light reaction. This reaction, the first to find out who won that discovered this reaction means that person name in Robert Hill. Robert Hill. The Robert Hill in 1939. This is having your textbook. You see the page number in 181. 12th lesson, chapter 12, page number 181. They are mentioned the light reactions. The first discovered was discovered in Robert Hill in 1939. And then this reaction that take place in the presence of sunlight. In this reactions that take place presence of sunlight. That's the reason here mentioned in light. That means the photo light. And then see these reactions in the presence of light energy in thylakoid membrane. In presence of the light energy in thylakoid membrane. Where I want to present that light energy? Thylakoid membrane. So you easily want to write where occurring light reaction means the thylakoid membrane in chloroplast. Somebody will ask questions. Which place? The particular place. Which place they are having the light energy in chloroplast? Like that, anyone asking me, just you are right. Thylakoid membrane. You know that before that, the thylakoids are present in like that. This like not present in individually. They are surrounded in double membrane. The double membrane like this. Just to imagine the chloroplast diagram. This is, and then this thylakoid are scattering here and there, they are present. But you have understood, I mentioned in the single structure only. See, this is the thylakoid membrane. The thylakoid membrane itself is present in chlorophyll pigment. That's the reason that during the presence of sunlight, that time they react the sunlight. Which one the reacting means the presence of the chlorophyll react with sunlight. This light reaction. And the photosynthesis pigment absorb the light energy and convert into chemical energy. During this reaction, the presence of the chlorophyll pigment, the pigment absorb the light energy. The light energy will absorb, thereafter the light energy is converted to the chemical energy. So, the which energy that are converted to the chemical energy means just you want to write light energy. This is light energy is converted to chemical energy. Light energy is converted to the life energy also. Some textbooks that mention in life energy. Life energy. So here the presence of the light. Why here mentioning the light energy means because of the presence of the light. During this process, the presence of the sunlight only will happen. And then it is converted to the chemical energy. The chemical energy ADP and NADPH. This is a chemical energy. This product of light reactions move out from the thylakoid to the stroma of the chloroplast. So during this process, that time will produce in this type of the chemical energies. This chemical energies ADP and NADPH2, this product of light reaction. This product of light reactions. Because of the during the light reactions, that time only this product will produce. So this product of light energy, reaction move out from the thylakoid. Move out from the thylakoid of the stroma in chloroplast. This has happened in the thylakoid membrane. Here produced the what are the product? That is the ATP and NADPH2. This product now move from thylakoid membrane to the stroma. Where present the stroma? Stroma present in matrix substance at the inside of the membrane. Or inner membrane inside the present in some space. That space that fulfilled in the matrix substance. That matrix substance is called stroma. So this is the matrix substance here present in stroma. Now we enter to the stroma. See, you clearly understood. The light reaction means that during the daytime only will happen this. Because of the presence of the sunlight only will happen that light reaction. During this light reactions we will produce in the some chemical product. What are the chemical product? During the light reactions, that time the presence of the chemical energy will be produced. What are the chemical energy that are produced? ATP and NADPH2. Where produced this chemical energy? This chemical energy produced in thylakoid membrane. After that reactions, their product here, this product will move from the thylakoid membrane to stroma. Thereafter, there are even one more reactions. What are the reactions? Already I mentioned, that's a dark reactions. So, during the dark reactions, that time is not producing any energy. The reactions want to complete means that before that we will getting from the light energy some end product. That end product only they are utilizing in this dark reactions. That's the reason this during the dark reactions is no need light. Because of the light that present means we will produce in chemical substance. Here is not using the light. So here cannot produce in chemical substance. So they are already produced in some product. from the light energy that product here utilizing. That reaction is called dark reaction. So this dark reaction, then first to find out in Kelvin. Who is that? For discovered this dark reaction means that's a Kelvin. See, the dark reactions are biosynthetic pathway. This is dark reactions are biosynthetic pathway. This is biosynthetic pathway. The dark reactions is otherwise called in biosynthetic pathway. Take place in stroma. Where it is take place? It is the take place in stroma. Already you mentioned before the reaction. Yes or no? Because of the end product removed from thylakoid membrane to stroma. So that stroma take place in dark reactions. And see, during this reactions CO2 is reduced. So during this reactions CO2 is reduced. So where reducing the CO2 means that's a dark reaction. Here CO2 reduced, and here form of carbohydrate with the help of light dependent product. Here also the prepared or will be forming carbohydrate. That carbohydrate with the help of the light product. Because of the light product already you are producing some product ADP and NADPH2. Here the light generated ADP and NADPH2. This is also called as Kelvin cycle. So here also the producing the ADP and NADPH2. This process also is called in Kelvin cycle. So the dark reactions is otherwise called in Kelvin cycle. This is Kelvin cycle. And then see, and then Kelvin cycle they carried out in the absence. Carried out in the absence of light. That before dark means what? Without light. So this Kelvin cycle carrying from how? Sunlight. Here the absence of the sunlight. And this is also called in dark reactions. So the dark reactions otherwise called in biosynthetic or otherwise called in Kelvin cycle. This one first find out in Madeline Kelvin. Who is that the discoverer of dark reactions or Kelvin cycle means that person named Melvin Kelvin. See, this person only the first discovered in Kelvin cycle, and in Kelvin cycle the input of CO2. In this process here input in CO2 form of atmosphere and the ADP and NADPH2 produced from light reaction. That NADPH2 where we getting from? Light reactions. Now you understood it clearly. See, the role of sunlight in photosynthesis means what is the main role in sunlight in this photosynthesis. This photosynthesis already that is the photo means light, synthesis means build. So during the process want to build anything, that means want to create it or want to produce in anything, any product want to produce. So this chloroplast is the take place in inside of the chloroplast. Here the present in the two kinds of the reaction. What are that? Dark reaction or light reaction. See, the light reaction means they are utilized in light or presence of the sunlight. This is the first discovered in Robert Hill. Robert Hill in 1939. This light they trap the sunlight. How the trapping means? Because of the thylakoid membrane itself the present in chlorophyll pigment. That pigment they react with the sunlight, so the light energy is converted to the chemical energy. During the process they are product in some chemical substance. What are the chemical product that produced means ADP and NADPH2. After that this ADP and NADPH2 liberated from or moved from thylakoid membrane to the stroma. And then the stroma itself there will happen in dark reaction. Dark reaction means that is the absence of sunlight. This dark reaction is otherwise called in Calvin cycle or biosynthetic pathway. This process or this reactions that take place in stroma. Stroma, they are present in inside of chloroplast. So the stroma also take place in inside the chloroplast. And then during this process, the first enter to the CO2. That means the CO2 are reduced in these reactions. After that, with the help of the light generated. Light generated means because before that, you know that generated product getting from in light energy. What are the products? The ADP and NADPH2. This ADP and NADPH2 with the help of them here producing carbohydrate. And this is also called in Calvin cycle. This Calvin cycle the first to find out in Melvin Calvin. And the factors affecting photosynthesis. What are the factors affect that photosynthesis? That means will make the trouble. That during the photosynthesis will making troubling. What are the factors? They are classified in two kinds of the factor. What are the internal factor and external factor? Internal factor. Internal factor means what? Own itself present. That means the leaf itself they are present in these kinds of the factors. What are that? They are present in pigment. First one, pigment. Second one, leafage. And third one, hormones. And fourth one, accumulation of carbohydrate. Accumulation of carbohydrate. See, this is the internal factors. Pigment. In case the chloroplast itself the pigment is not present in enough of cloud means the photosynthesis is not involved in hormone. And then leafage. In case that leaves the present in more aged leaf, that more aged leaf is not performs. And then hormones. The stimulating hormones is absent means that time also the photosynthesis will happen. And then accumulation of carbohydrate. Maximum amount of the carbohydrates there already accumulated means that stored in more enough of. More enough of level that already present means that organism is not involved in photosynthesis. So that time also will affect the photosynthesis. These are in internal factors and the external factors. External factor means that is out of the cell or surface of the cell. Maybe this is the present in out of the body. That is external factor. The first one, light. Light is absent means that photosynthesis also will happen. Because of the light is the main important role. And then second one, carbon dioxide. Second one, carbon dioxide. Or CO2. Without carbon dioxide is not possible photosynthesis. Because of that during the dark reaction the first reduced in CO2 only. And the water. That is H2O. Water is absent means that time is not fulfilled in that photosynthesis. And then temperature. their temperature is not having chillness, the present means that time absence of photosynthesis. And then mineral element. Some minerals, that means the chlorophyll itself are present in the magnesium. Like that, any minerals that absent means that time also they affect that photosynthesis. See, let us quick revise the today's session. The role of sunlight in photosynthesis. Photosynthesis takes place in inside a chloroplast. They are having them two kinds of reactions, dark reaction and light reaction. Light reaction take place in thylakoid membrane of chloroplast. Dark reaction take place in stroma in chloroplast. The light reactions are first discovered in Robin Hill. Dark reactions are first discovered in Melvin Calvin. The light reactions that during that reactions will produce in end product ADP and NADPH2. During the dark reactions will be produced in carbohydrate. The CO2 is reduced in dark reactions. Light reactions is not reduced in CO2. They are produced in chemical product only. And the factors affecting in photosynthesis. What are the factors? The internal factor and external factor. Internal factor, what are the factors? The pigment, leaf age, and then hormones, accumulation of carbohydrate. External factor, light, carbon dioxide, water and temperature and mineral elements. See, here they are mentioned in light. This light and carbohydrate and water and then chlorophyll. And next one, chlorophyll. See, these are in raw material of photosynthesis. These are all raw material of photosynthesis. So, what are the raw material of photosynthesis? Like that, anyone asking me, just you are right. Sunlight, water, carbohydrate, and chlorophyll. This any one will happen means that time photosynthesis will affect. Okay. Thank you.